Hi everyone, Spider-Man 1991 here, and it is day 2 of Batman Week. It's basically Batman Week is a week of videos, all Batman themed that I'm doing to help lead up to the Dark Knight Rises premiere. And I did the same thing for Spider-Man Week, so some of the concepts of these videos might seem so you are going to see a lot of similar ideas between the two. Like I'll have one Spider-Man idea I did for Spider-Man Week, the same for Batman Week. And so, stick with it. Because this is a video type of video that I did the same thing for Spider-Man Week, and it is a video game review. That's right, I am reviewing the Arkham series, Batman Arkham series video games. I refer to these as the Arkham series because they both take place in something named after Arkham. Anyways, okay, first game is Batman Arkham Asylum. This is a very great game. When it came out, it got tons of positive reviews. This was one of the reasons why I wanted to get one of the reasons I wanted to get an Xbox, because I wanted to play this game. Basically, what happens is you're Batman, and at the start of the game, you just return to Arkham Asylum with the Joker after stopping his latest scheme. But then Batman starts to wonder, it's like the way Joker surrendered, it was too easy. So then suddenly Joker takes over the asylum, and Batman's basically trapped in there with a bunch of criminals he helped put away. And this is a very fun game. There's tons of references to the Batman comics. The gameplay of it really makes you feel like Batman. The way you fight enemies, and also levels where you have to take out armed gunmen silently. It's really great. And it's not just a punching game. There's also puzzles and stuff you have to solve for the Riddler challenges, and and the detective mode really helps you out with the game. Although I will say I use detective mode a lot in the game, to be fair, but it's a very nice addition to the game. Also, even when you're done with the main story, you can go back and do challenge maps, which are also pretty fun. And there are a number of gadgets in here which are pretty great, like the line launcher and the explosive gel and the bat claw. Very great. I would have a lot more. This is definitely a good game. Makes you feel like you are Batman, and it was a great start off to Batman Arkham City, the sequel to Arkham Asylum. And this is way better than, even though I remember playing Arkham Asylum thinking, wow, this is the best comic book game I've ever played. Not just as a comic book fan, but also as a fan of Batman and the video game fan and a gamer. I was just, casual gamer. I was just like, wow, this is the best game I've ever played. That was until I actually played Arkham City. Because Arkham City is just better. It expands. Okay, it's not just you're fighting Joker in Arkham City, but also you're fighting Hugo Strange, Ra's al Ghul, Penguin. Okay, maybe not that last one, but you do fight Solomon Grundy, who was working for Penguin. Anyways, Arkham City was better because unlike Asylum, you were restricted to just what's going on in Arkham Island. With Arkham City, though, you have much more space to free roam and glide. You can take advantage of that, which is fun. The levels with armed gunmen are a lot more complicated, but you do have a greater array of gadgets, such as, you do start off with, let me just say this. When you start Arkham City, if you've played Arkham Asylum, you should be familiar with the gadgets you get, which are the explosive gel, the bat claw, the cryptographic sequencer, and I think the sonic battering. No, remote control battering. Those were the bonus items. Those were the items you start with. Later on during the game, though, you can get other items that you didn't have in Asylum, such as the electric charger, the disruptor, and Mr. Freeze's ice crystals. And you do get the line launcher later in the game, though. I'm not so sure why they didn't just start you off with the line launcher, but who cares? This is a fun game, especially. Basically, the plot of this is after the events of Arkham Asylum, the asylum's destroyed, and Quincy Sharp, who was the warden in the last game, is now mayor of Gotham City, and he approves this whole to close off a section of Gotham City to stash all the criminals in, and basically use the facility to that beeping was my phone, so and basically use the facility to keep all the criminals locked up. And while inside the facility, it's like the criminals have their own little playground, and the warden of the facility is psychiatrist Dr. Hugo Strange, whose basic attempt was to lure Batman into Arkham City. And basically there's just a ton of, and it basically leads you to a ton of conspiracy that connects Strange to Ra's al Ghul and what Joker's planning. It's kind of hard to explain the plot without giving away spoilers, because I do not want to spoil this game. It is fun on so many levels. You also, and the downloadable content, though, for Arkham City is very amazing, too, because you do not just get to play as Batman, no. You get to play as Catwoman, Robin, Nightwing. Although Nightwing, he's pretty much exclusive for downloadable content. Robin, he did appear in Arkham City, but only for like a cutscene, and also you can only control him for downloadable content. Catwoman, she had a greater role in the story, and also her DLC content would come with a redemption code with this game, which I'm very happy about, because I thought they were only going to release the free Catwoman content for like a week after the game was released, but fortunately I got this for Christmas. The Catwoman code was still in it, and it was still good. So, if you want to get this game, I would recommend buying new, because then you get the free Catwoman content. Or buy the Game of the Year edition, which includes the Catwoman content, Robin content, Nightwing content, and released last May, Harley Quinn's Revenge, which is basically kind of a bonus level. Really, people say it's an epilogue, but I don't know, it doesn't really give you much closure to what happened at the end of Arkham City, because, okay, spoiler alert, if you don't want to know what the spoiler is, please skip for the next 5 minutes. Basically what happens is Joker dies at the end of Arkham City, and Batman is there. He does have a chance to save Joker, but Joker ruins his own chances of being saved because he was trying to take out Batman, and Joker dies. So with Joker dead, Harley Quinn has gone, 2 weeks after Arkham City was shut down, Harley Quinn has gone insane. She's taken over the Joker's old base at the steel mill, and she's just pretty much going all ape shit. Like, this is the end for her and stuff, and she was going to blow everything up and get ready for some siege on Gotham. And Batman tries to stop her, but he gets captured, and he's been missing for 2 days, and this is where you come in as Robin. And because for most of the Harley Quinn's Revenge level, you do play as Robin, which is fun, by the way. He does have a different set of gadgets, which is interesting, but it's still fun. And and you basically free Batman, and Batman stops Harley, yada yada. But it doesn't give you much closure. All we get about Batman is just that he hasn't been the same since Joker and Talia died. Another spoiler. Talia al Ghul, she died too. And also, the thing that really made Harley go off the wagon was, this was kind of an in-game extra to Arkham City, is that when you go back to the steel mill after Joker died, and you find, or actually you can go a little before, anyways, you go after Joker's dead, after like the ending of the game. If you go and search the steel mill, you'll find a pregnancy test in like Harley's room, and it says it's positive. But when you start the Batman's part of the story in Harley Quinn's Revenge, and you go back to the same area, you see a ton of other pregnancy tests, and they're all negative. So that means that Harley is not pregnant at all, I guess. And that's probably what really drove her off the wagon, was that not only is Joker gone, but now she'll never get to have his child. But the Harley Quinn content, it is kind of an epilogue, but not really a true ending, per se, or lead into the next game. But still, Arkham, and if you are going to play as Robin, I would say that that people are going to tell you that Arkham City is better than Arkham Asylum. However, if you are planning on playing Arkham City and you haven't played Asylum, I would recommend you play Asylum first, because it'll give you more familiar with the gadgets that you start off with in Arkham City, and it'll give you kind of a feel for the gameplay. Although when you start, and also if you plan on playing Harley Quinn's Revenge, I would recommend that you at least get the Robin downloadable content before you start playing, because it would give you familiar with Robin's gadgets and stuff, so you know what you're doing. Yeah. So these are probably my favorite Xbox games of all time. Rocksteady has has pretty much perfected the comic book video game formula with these games. They've done an amazing job, and I definitely recommend these to, well, everyone I know. I was going to say everyone who plays video games, but most of my friends do play video games, so. Yeah. So that's my review of the Arkham series games. I refer to them as the Arkham series because, well, they have Arkham in the title, so. That's my review of the videos, and this has been day 2 of Batman Week. Hopefully you'll stick around and watch the rest of it. There's more to come. Thanks for watching. Spider-Man 1991 saying see you later.